here we are for a lower body circuit. This will be a high calorie burner and as well good strength endurance for the lower body. I'm going to get right into just an easy warm up. Again, since this is an advanced workout, I'm going to incorporate some of the dynamic movement right into the warm-up. If you feel like you need more, please go back to the website and check out some of the active warm-ups that you can do on webperforminstitute.com. Out in jumps, nice and easy. And now just go into a little skier hop here. The other thing that I want to try in this workout, and please give me feedback to let me know whether you like it or don't, is I'm going to try to add some easier modifications in the first 5 repetitions of every movement and back to the out ends. Because the reality is, even though I've offered 3 levels on the website, Fundamentals 1, Fundamentals 2, and Advanced, there are way more levels. Everyone is at a slightly different level, and I want to make this as accessible to everyone as possible. Okay, we're going to take it into a back lunge and reach, getting into a little bit of dynamic stretching here. So again, the first 5 repetitions in the first set are going to be an easier modification of the advanced exercises. The second set, I'll remind you of what the easier modifications are. Maybe I'll do 1 or 2 reps, and then I'll jump right into the more advanced exercise. So again, let me know how you find that works. See if you like it or not. And 1 more on each side here, getting a little stretch in the hip flexor and upper body. And I'm going to take that, switch that into our sumo squat stand. Nice wide stance. Toes straight ahead or very slightly flared out. Drop the hips and then drop the head. Hips drop, flat back, drop the head. I'm going to do 10 of these. This one's a great range of motion builder, and as well, you'll find your legs get nice and warm. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. Whether it's your start to the day or the end of the day. Right in the middle for me right now. Looking forward to a nice Christmas holiday coming up very shortly. And my goal is to get these videos out in time. Christmas present for our clients, so they don't have any excuses about not being active over the holiday season. Last one here. Make sure the back is flat in the lower part. Good. And into your dynamic glute stretch. This one we're going to throw in. This is going to be your short but sweet recovery in between the sets. We are going to be doing, for the people who are choosing the more advanced of the advanced exercises, we're going to be doing kettlebell swings. Equipment that you're going to be needing in here. Single kettlebell, and or you could do it with a heavy dumbbell as well if you'd like. And other than that, that should be about it. Just your body. You might want to use a chair for the single leg squats, just to give you some direction as to where you're going. Okay, so hopefully you're somewhat warm. I'm going to start off, again, like I'm saying, the first 5 repetitions of the movement. It will function both as a warm-up for those of you who are going to the most advanced level, and then we'll do the more advanced movement last few repetitions, last 3/4 of the reps. Okay, so we're starting off with a goblet squat. I want you to hold that kettlebell or dumbbell right up by your chest. You've got the handle up if you're doing a kettlebell. Shoulders set down and back. Feet slightly wider than hip width. Toes straight ahead. Dropping down as low as you can. Pushing those knees slightly out of those toes. Good job. So we're going to do 20 reps total. First 5, your kettlebell. The goblet squat. Now, if you're going to join me for the more advanced, we're going to do the kettlebell swings. So for your next 15 repetitions, we're doing kettlebell swings. With the kettlebell swing, make sure the back stays nice and flat. And as you're swinging up, squeezing through the glutes and the hamstrings. Core stays activated, never collapsing through that upper back. Hard to count and cue at the same time. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax that down. Then we're going to go into a single leg deadlift. First few repetitions, let's just go alternating, no dumbbell, or no kettlebell I should say, So if you're choosing to stay at the lighter level, I want you to either grab a lighter dumbbell or a pair of dumbbells, and where you're going to do the same number of repetitions as when I grabbed that kettlebell. And we're going to repeat all on the same leg. So I'm going to choose to start on the left leg, and we've got single leg kettlebell deadlift. So make sure you're finding your balance, loading through the heel of the front leg, and when you bring that foot back down, you do a little tap down to reestablish balance. So my kettlebell is 35 pounds. Feel free, make sure you're choosing a weight that challenges you. Now the reps, again, I'm aiming for a higher rep range to do it more of a high calorie burning circuit type workout while doing a little bit of strength maintenance, strength endurance. But if you want to do fewer reps, heavier load, you may do so to get a slightly different effect from this workout. Or you can go lighter, and if you can pack in a few more reps, go for it. Last one right here. And switch it over to the other side. Load, establish weight through the heel. I'll turn to the side so you can see what it looks like. Opposite, the kettlebell is in the opposite hand to which I'm weight bearing. Upper back nice and flat. Going down as low as I feel comfortable when I just hinge right at the hips and without collapsing through my back. When I come back up, I'm squeezing through the back of the leg, trying to engage the glutes and hamstrings as much as possible. Support leg is relatively straight. It's not locked out. A little bit of a soft knee bend to give me a little bit more stability. Great job, guys. Here we go. 3 more. 1, 2, and last one, 3. Okay, again, just a quick little warm-up and or variation. Lighter dumbbells or no weight at all. Oops, there goes my balance. Lighter dumbbells or no weight at all for this alternating back lunge. We're going to be doing 30 reps all together. If you're grabbing the kettlebell for the more advanced version, you're going to be passing that dumbbell in between the legs. Now, this is tricky to maintain alignment of that front knee. Really got to work hard, harder than a regular lunge as that kettlebell passes over. So I pass from the outside, underneath, to the other leg, or to the other side, arm I should say. Aiming to keep the depth, keep the hips nice and square. That's 10. Good job, guys. Really focus on the form here. Loading through that front heel. Upper back, it gets a little bit involved here as well. You can feel the heart rate coming up. We got 10 more to go. So, one of the nice things about this exercise, you're kind of forced to do a nice, good, deep lunge in order to get that kettlebell to have room to pass between the legs. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and we've got single leg squat. So I'm going to use a chair in this one. 60-40, single leg squat would be your option. So 60-40, I introduced in the fundamentals too. So that means 60% of the weight here, 40% of the weight on your opposite foot. So we'll do our first 5 reps, warm up. I'm just brushing my bum. I'm not actually taking load. Okay, so if you're in the advanced camp, you're doing full single leg squat. Good job. And so we've got a total of 10 of those to add on to our 5 warm up. And in the second set, we're doing a full 15, full single leg squat. We got 5 to go on this side. Again, sound like a broken record. Knee tracking, very, very important. Do not let that support leg collapse inward. Last one here. Switch sides, 60-40 for your warm-up, and or you're staying at this level if you can't quite manage a single leg squat. In a second, I'm going to turn towards the side. I want you to pay attention what I look like on these last 10 reps. Again, staying with the 60-40, or if you can do a full single leg squat, please go ahead and do that. Knee should be staying behind the toe. That's on the support leg. Back is nice and flat. Chest is high. 5 to go. So the nice thing about these circuit type workouts, you actually don't have to do any extra cardio. You should feel your heart rate working pretty darn well on this one. Okay, then we've got skater hops. So really no difference between advanced and super advanced other than how far you go, how low you stay. So lower and further, obviously more challenging. You want to push the distance as far as you can, maintaining good balance. So you want to land, establish balance, push off. Glutes should be feeling this one here. From the side, we got 10 more to go. Again, keeping that nice line from hip to shoulder. Keep pushing the distance. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one there. Okay, next. So final exercise. You're taking your tubes. You can take 1 or 2, relatively tight, putting them around the ankles, and we're doing little glute med walk. So glute med, little muscle right up there. I want your feet slightly pigeon-toed, but you're working to push your knees out. We're doing little tiny side steps or crab walks. Don't let those knees collapse. Keep pushing those knees out. We're going to do 10 repetitions this way, and then reverse 10 repetitions the other way. Keep slight pigeon toe, but keep pushing those knees out. We got 3 sets of 10 there and back. So 1/3 of the way through there. So if you're finding that you can take bigger steps than me, you need to tighten up the tension a little bit. The idea is to do very, very tiny steps. And right by now, glute med should be burning like crazy. Keep pushing those knees out. You also really want to make sure there's not a lot of upper body rocking in this. A lot of times when I see clients doing this, they think bigger movement is better, meaning the whole entire body gets involved. Just small. We just want to isolate right in through the hips. Woo! That's what the way it should be feeling. You should feel like you want to scream or cry, one or the other right now. Almost through. And I've kind of switched the reps up. I'm just making it back and forth that same consistent distance as my glutes get weaker. Okay. And then you've got an active recovery, your dynamic glute stretch. We're getting ready to go through that circuit. Again, you know if you've done that last exercise with the elastics properly, if it's quite sore when you do this stretch, you should feel like you really, really need it. 5 more, and then we're right back to the top. Feel free to grab some water if you want it. Before we go back through, press pause, grab some water. So back from the top, we've got our kettlebell swings and or goblet squats. So I'll just really quickly review 2 reps of what the goblet squat looks like, or you're getting right into those kettlebell swings right from the get-go. 20 repetitions, 25 if you want to do more. So goblet squat, holding at the handle, set the shoulders down and back, toes slightly wider, push the knees wide, dropping all the way down. There's my 2 repetitions. You keep going with that, or if you're ready, join me for the kettlebell swings. You're maybe already doing them. So 20 to 30 reps of the kettlebell swings if you're starting right from the get-go. So because you're doing the advanced workouts, I'm assuming you have the capability and the know-how to push yourself a little bit harder if you want. You can modify to make things harder. 10 more. 2. If you're doing the goblet squats, aiming for a total of 20 reps. 15 to 20. Again, feel free to make it slightly easier if you need to. Last 2. Last one. Firing through the hips. Okay, single leg kettlebell deadlift. No weight or lighter weight. I'm going to go right into it this time. So again, drop the kettlebell if you need to, or go to a lighter weight or no weight at all. 15 repetitions. You're gonna feel your hamstrings tomorrow, I bet. That's 8 repetitions, 7 to go. Keep drawing that belly button in. Nice, strong support leg. Nice, tall recovery when you come back up to your start position. Going as deep as your body allows. If you've chosen a heavy enough load and you're strong enough, you should feel your upper back working a bit here too to stabilize through that movement. Switch sides. 15 on the other side. Face the opposite direction. Loading through the heel. Hinging down. Core stays tight. Reset the posture at the top. Hinging as low as you can. Hips are square, not opening the hips. So from here to here, nice and square to the floor. I'll do different view every 5 repetitions. A little bit tougher to balance if I keep switching, but I'll do it for you guys. 2 more. 2 more to go to 5 more. And then last orientation. We got 5 more to go. Last one right here. Keep loading through that heel. And we've got our 30 reps of alternating back lunges. Option, weights on either side, lighter load, or stick with a heavier load, passing underneath, or no weight at all. I have actually not tried this with a dumbbell, a single dumbbell passing underneath. I think it would be pretty tricky, just because to get the hand position underneath. So if you can figure out a way to do that with the dumbbell, let me know. Otherwise, you're just doing 2 on either side at a load that you find challenging for these 30 repetitions. Again, if you want to focus a little bit more on strength, at a heavier load, do fewer repetitions. The reality is though, and I've stated this on the website, if your true goal is maximum strength, the workouts, most of them at this point on this website, won't necessarily help you meet your goals unless you're using them as a supplement and you're doing these workouts more as a conditioning. For strength, for absolute strength, you want to be loading much heavier. You don't necessarily want to be circuiting like we are. And you want more rest in between the sets. But we'll get to that in the future. If there's enough feedback of people wanting that, I will definitely program that into the website. Again, the whole idea is to make it accessible to people, and I'm assuming a lot of people don't have the capacity at home to have a whole stack of a variety of weights to choose whatever they need. Okay, there we go. Single leg squat. Grab your chair again. Your options are the 60-40 or right into the single leg squat. So 60-40, 60%, 40%. Wait a minute. Yeah, it doesn't matter because we're doing alternating lunges. I'm going to go right into my single leg squat, just brushing the bum, coming right back up. Make sure if you're having trouble with any of these movements, refer back to Fundamentals 2 to get a refresher on a little bit more cueing, and there's not quite as many repetitions, a little bit more broken up, easier to start off. Oh, 15 reps is getting hard. Last one right here. And switch over to the other side. Again, 60-40 or right into it. 2. Think of it as just 3 sets of 5. Loading through the heel, pushing the bum back, up nice and tall. Approaching 10 reps right here. Last 5, I'll just review what it looks like. From the side, pay attention to my upper back. Keep lifting up that opposite foot. Try not to cheat. 2 more. Last one. Okay, skater hop. Again, going as far as you comfortably can. 30 repetitions. 2, 3, 4. 3 sets of 10. Break it up in your mind. If you're doing it like me, and there's a bit of an uneven surface, make sure you don't jump so far that your ankle goes over the side. and you end up with an injury. Good work, guys. 15. 10 to go. 1, 2. Push the distance. Good stability. Core tight. 4 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Glute med walks. 1 or 2 elastics. Your choice. Loading through the heels. Toes slightly pigeon-toed. I'm going to start to the opposite side first. It does actually make a difference. If you're always leading with one leg, you tend to end up with a tiny, tiny imbalance. So we try to vary up our lead legs. Oh boy, these ones are feeling tough. If you've got the elastic tight enough, these should be hurting. Minimal upper body shift, prying those knees apart, even though my toes are slightly pigeon-toed, down and back. One more time. No, I lied, because we started on this side, didn't we? Now down and back. One more time. Heels loaded, bum back, slightly pigeon-toed, pushing those knees out. Just over the other side. Here we go. Keep it going, keep it going. 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, little recovery with the dynamic. Holy cow. Did you see that? That's kind of gross. My legs are sweaty. My foot slipped right off. So, there you have it, folks. It's not about looking good during these workouts at all. It's just about working hard. That's what it's all about here. We're keeping it real. 3 to go. Going down as deep as you can. My glutes are tight, so my depth is a little more shallow. Okay, so from here on in, I want you to do, depending on what your goals are for today, how much time you have to work out, you're either doing another 1 to 2 sets. 1 to 2 sets on your own, choosing your appropriate modification. Make sure you take some time, go back and do some lower body stretches after this workout. If you want to throw in some core before that, feel free to check out any of the core or posture videos. Thanks so much. Have a great day.